Hi there guys, welcome to or welcome back to Cooking with Pouncy. Thank you so much for tuning in, and if it's your first time, please come back again, and please, if you see fit, hit that like button and tell me what you think as well, and please subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate that, guys. And anyway, I've got a couple of tomatoes, and I've got a Portabella mushroom cap. I wanted two, but one was destroyed by the supermarket. I bought it anyway because it was packed with the other one that wasn't destroyed. You've been there, guys, so I can still use it, chop it up into something else, I guess. But I'm just going to use that one. Anyway, I found this wonderful recipe in a book here not long ago, and I'm going to screw it up by really dramatically changing it. So I'm going to have some meat in it. And I'm going to be doing that tonight, guys, so I'm going to be doing it pretty quick. I'm going to have you come along with me, and I'm going to do this video for you guys and for my supper and my wife's supper. So anyway, again, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll be back with you in a little bit. And anyway, as I said, we're going to do you and I are going to do some tomatoes, and I've got one portobello mushroom cap, which is marinating, and marinating in balsamic vinegar. Oh my gosh, a whole bunch of other kinds of stuff. Some rosemary's in there, some garlic salts in there. Could have put some minced garlic in there, but I sprinkled a little bit of garlic salt in there. There's some black pepper in there, meaning the marinade that I put in here, okay? It was probably a 3/4 of a cup liquid when I finally finished with the marinade, okay? And I mentioned the salt. I've got some jalapeno peppers here. They claim to be not too hot, tamed, they called them. So we'll see. I don't like the hot, spicy stuff. I've talked about the garlic. I got some canola oil here that I'll be spraying my little pan with. Excuse me. My little baking pan here. I lined it with foil. And just for the heck of it, because I'm going to put cheese in here, and like I said, this was a marvelous recipe until Cooking with Pouncy decided to screw it up. But I like not playing around with the food. Yeah, kind of sort of, because I just like to experiment with stuff, and that's what I'm going to do tonight with this here, okay? So I'm going to be, again, spraying that because cheese will stick, and I'm going to hopefully spray it with this canola, and it won't stick. So we'll see, though. I've got some shredded cheese in here. This is cheddar. You can use any cheese of your choice. I've got some of those jalapeno peppers, really fine diced peppers in there. Didn't put too many, even though they say it's tame. That's about 1.5 cups of cheese here. If you haven't guessed yet, I'm going to be putting that in these tomatoes here. And I'm going to get that mushroom cap cooked on one side. And I'm going to turn it over. I'm not going to put my cheese and stuff in there until that mushroom cap gets probably 3/4 done, because all I need to do at that point is melt my cheese. The other thing I'm leaving out for you, again, I'm just ad-libbing with this stuff, is my Italian sausage, which is how I began to screw this recipe up, because the one I saw didn't call for any meat at all. So what I did, though, I browned off some ground Italian sausage. This is mild, because you can have any kind you want. And what I'm going to do here, guys, I'm going to put that cheese in here, and I'm going to mix it all up, and then hopefully when this melts, it's going to all blend together, and then we're going to have a meal that consists of meat. So anyway, but you can certainly do this without, guys. I've already prepared one of my tomatoes. I think I've told you about everything that's here. Balsamic vinegar, I think I might have told you about. And yes, that's in the marinade as well. And again, I might even top the whole thing off with maybe a slice of jalapeno, cheese slices, or excuse me, pepper jack. Cheese slices, sorry about that. You guys, I decided to go ahead and put that cheese in there, which is what I did. That cheese and jalapeno pepper, diced up pepper. So that's what I did. I'm not going to add any more cheese right now either. I don't want to make it too cheesy. Got about 1.5 cups, as I indicated, of shredded cheddar cheese. Might add some more, might not. But of course, remember, I did say as well, I'm going to drape some cheese over the top of these bad boys as well. I'm going to be putting some of this in my portobello mushroom cap. Obviously, and again, I'm going to fill these, all right? So, just want to come back and tell you what I was going to do with that, what I'd already done with the cheese, rather. I think I'm going to take that mushroom cap. I'm going to go ahead and give it a head start on these tomatoes, because all I want this to do is for that cheese to melt. And so, put that mushroom cap in the oven. It's at 400 degrees already. And I'm going to give it a head start, like I said, to get this thing done, so we can just go ahead and introduce that thing now. Introduce our tomato to the tray and get that cheese melted on all of it, okay? All right, so that's what I'm going to do, as I do that. And here's the remnants of my marinade. And I'm just going to put this maybe like in the center of the pan here. And let's go ahead and put this in the oven. I'm going to give it about a 5-minute start, okay? That's what I'll do. And proceed to dissect this tomato. And it's going to turn out like this, kind of sort of, okay? And there's some waste on there, guys. But hey, unfortunately, that's what happens when you're cooking with Pouncy, for guys' sakes. So we're just going to continue to do our little cuts like this. We're going to go all the way around the tomato. That's what I'm doing here. And then the challenge is to get that core out. And not that big a deal. I waste a lot of tomato doing it, I guess, but it is what it is. All right. Anyway, so you might be able to see what I'm doing here is cutting as I stare at the camera here. You can't see my face, but that's not a big deal, guys. You just keep making your cuts like that. Just keep doing that, and all the way around the tomato. And I can kind of feel inside the core too with the tip of the knife here. And that's going to be kind of a challenge. Of course, it was with this one here, and I just kind of dug it out a little bit as well. That's why I say it's going to be waste there. And I've done this before many times, and I think every time I've done it, there's been waste. So, all right, so there we go. We got that. All right, so that's what it looks like right now before I start to wrestle and get this part out of here. And I'll let you kind of see that because it's probably going to make a mess. Let me get a paper towel. Put it right here. A lot of water in that tomato, as you guys know. And let's try to wrestle this off of here. All right, we'll try to wrestle it off. It's not going to look with finesse. Let's just try to do that. Take my knife, and there's that. I could have taken that out, I guess, guys. Okay. I didn't do it on that one, but let's do it on this one here. And I'm being careful. Believe it or not, you're not going to see Cooking with Pouncy cut himself. All right, there it is. I took that out. I think it'll make it a little easier for me to get underneath there now and take this out of there, right? I'm just going to go in from the side here. I'm going to try to go straight across. Watching those fingers again, guys. What I'm trying to save is this part here. All right? Okay. You guys might have a better way to do this. If you do, let me know, guys. That means you'll come back again, watch my channel, and watch me screw up another tomato, for God's sakes. All right, still hacking at it. I can feel what I'm doing inside of it here. Just trying to take that top off. So I can get what I got on the bottom here. And I'm almost there, guys. There's that messy looking. All right, there it is. Now this is what I got to dig out right here to make a cavity so I can put that cheese and stuff in. I'm holding it in my hand, guys, but please be careful. Maybe I won't do that. It's a bad habit, okay? Let's just do that. I'm just going to go around. And what I'm trying to do, you can still see it. What I'm trying to do, of course, is just get that part out so I'll have a concave surface there, all right? This can be eaten, obviously, too, but I've already done what I'm going to do here, cleaning it out. I'm going to use my paper towel to get some of that moisture out of there because I don't want it that wet, which is why I grabbed that paper towel just to show you. And you know how wet tomatoes are, lots of water, okay? I got enough cavity there to put my stuff in. And there's my timer telling me that my mushroom cap is ready, guys. Remember the mushroom cap? Let's just do that. All right, let's just do that. All right, you saw what I had to do here. And here goes my paper towel to get that all dabbed off, all the wetness there. And we're about ready to start stuffing these guys, all right? So I'll be back in a little bit. Once I take that, I'm going to flip that mushroom cap. And this, another little thing I did here. Let me show you what I did here. I put it in there for the bottom side of it up at first, and I went away from the camera, and then I turned it over because I wanted the top side to go ahead and cook because I'm going to be filling the inside of it, and I didn't want to have to deal with flipping it back over yet, whatever. I think you guys know what I'm trying to say there, okay? So this is looking good. This is looking really good, guys. Oh, yeah, that's looking really good. Really good. All right, so I'm going to turn it over. It's looking really good, guys. This is nice. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. All right, I got to turn this camera off so I can start stuffing it. I actually put about another 3/4 of a cup of cheese in here because I wanted to see the cheese and it's all stringy and that's looking good. So I did. And it'll all be in the ingredient list for you too, guys. And just another note for you as well. When I braise this meat off, it's cooked done. So don't go screwing around with this meat thing. Oh, I make it partially done, it'll finish in the oven. No, don't do that, guys. Make sure you cook that meat done before you do this, okay? You don't want pink meat in your, whatever we're going to call these stuffed somethings, okay? And let's just go ahead and do these tomatoes. You see, guys, I told you I was going to screw this recipe up, but I got meat in it now. Meat and cheese, for God's sake. All right, that looks good, though. It looks really good. Smells good, too, guys, with all that stuff I threw in there. But again, it'll be in the ingredient list for you. So you guys can partake of that whole deal as well. Change it as you see fit, as you like, of course. But don't be afraid to experiment. That's kind of what I'm doing here. And you guys might say, well, I've seen that before. I haven't. I'm just doing this, okay? So that's what you can do and have a lot of fun while you're doing it as well. And I'm just trying to find a home for, for all this meat I got. So let's just complete it here. And again, I'm going to put some cheese on top. I think I'm going to slice cheese, I should say. I thought about mozzarella, but maybe I'll just use drape some pepper jack cheese slices over these bad boys. I got ample amount of meat in it, don't I? I think I'm going to stop because it's ridiculous otherwise, okay? So that's all the meat I'm going to put in here. I'm going to eat that piece. I did not miss my mouth. It didn't fall on the floor. So there you have that. And let's do our jalapeno peppers now. Let's do that. We're going to take this in here. And let's just do that. We're going to drape it over. And all we've got to do now, guys, is melt this cheese, right? Let's just get this ready to do that. These are real thin slices, so I'm going to put two slices on each one of them. I think. That mixture tastes really good. Just chowing down on some of it here. I hope you can't hear me chewing, for God's sake. That's going to be good. All I got to do now, guys, like I said, is melt the cheese. And that's going to be it. And you guys can name this stuffed tomato with a mushroom cap, of Portabella mushroom cap. That's it. Next time you see this, guys, I'm going to be doing it for a presentation on a plate, and we'll see that deal in here shortly. It is good. I'm still kind of tasting it in my mouth there. So my hope, again, now that cheese is just going to melt on over it. And it's going to be ready to munch on. Going in the oven right now at 400 degrees. I don't have the broiler on. That 400 degrees is pretty hot, and I'm just going to let it go in there like that and just melt that cheese. All right, guys, here they are. They look good. They really do. And they smell absolutely scrumptious. There they are. Okay, now I didn't put any oil on here either because of the oil from the meat or the grease from the meat as well that came off the mushroom. So I didn't have to oil the pan or grease the pan, okay? But they look really, really good. So we're going to plate them up here for you. Gingerly here with my little tongs and my tomato. I think it'll hold together. Let's put one right there. And let's dress this one up with a mushroom. I might need a spatula, but if I'm lucky, I can get it right in the center, and I did. Cooking with Pouncy is pretty good, right, guys? All right, so that's what we're going to do with that. And they look good. They smell good, too, guys. I'm serious. And then me with my fanatical self. Obviously, cooking with Pouncy can't have this stuff hanging off the side here, guys. You know that, huh? All right, maybe you can see that, too, guys, okay? Let me pull it back here so you can see that. Now we're going to garnish the plate, and again, I'm ad-libbing. I usually do, and that's what I'm going to do here, guys. So let's just do this, okay? I got some cilantro here. And we're going to put some cilantro around this guy, thusly. And we're going to do the same thing over here. Thusly, I washed that cilantro, guys. You guys got to wash yours too now, okay? Don't forget about the cross-contamination bit. I think that's about it for that deal. I don't think I need anything else on there, like surrounding the plate with it. Maybe I will. I think that's pretty. Food can be pretty, I think. And there you have it. I'm going to do that, too, on this side. And that side, it looks like it's in a jungle now, for God's sakes. Looking good, though, guys. It really is. So I'm going to now take, I think you can see that. I'm going to take this red pepper, and let's just slice this. There's no way I'm going to eat this, obviously. Let's just slice this. This was a couple of slices. Look at that. How that looks on the inside. I just bought these yesterday, guys, okay? This is just for color, though, guys, all right? Because there's no way cooking Pouncy are going to eat one of these. I'm going to put one right there, just for color, all right? And let's just do this one the same way. Again, I'm ad-libbing. You can do that, too, guys. Just experiment. It's kind of fun. kind of fun. What I'm not not going to do is touch my eyes or my lips when I get done touching this pepper. Come on, get out of there. This one's trying to hang on. There it is. All right, so let's put that one right there. Oh, we got the other one over there. I think that's pretty, guys. I do. I think it's pretty. I'll hold it up for you again so you can see it. Anyway, guys, here we go. So, again, we're all done here. These are pretty, if you can call food pretty, and I think you can. And that's the end product here. Looks really good. Again, guys, if you decide to make these, they smell scrumptious for yourself and your family. We certainly hope that you'll enjoy them as much as we're going to enjoy this meal tonight as well. Hit that like button if you like what you see, guys. Let me know what you think as well, and pass this on as you see fit. See you next time, guys. Thank you so much. Good night.